Hey everybody, this is Eric with Sea Green. It's a cold, snowy winter day. We can't do any lawn care. We're stuck in the garage. So let's talk more about Jeep CJ's CJ identification. In the previous video, I talked about the difference between a 76 through 80 model and an 81 and up model, and it had to do with the tail light and where the side marker light was. I want to take that a step further and look at something else and what I found out and what makes my Jeep a Jeep that a purist would not like. In 76 through 80, we had a tire stopper thing located on the rear, but it was located higher. Here's an example. This is my factory one, and it would have been located right here. If you're trying to ID a Jeep, one thing you'll notice is that the 76 through 80 model, it's shorter by about an inch, and it's straight up as opposed to the angle. In 1981, this was lowered and it became longer and had this angle. Now I have a couple theories of why the angle was there. First, I thought it was because of the wider axles that became available in 82. But upon further thought, I'm wondering if it's because when the tire carrier swung out, the tire was hitting it in a different place, so they had to extend it. I'd like your thoughts. Again, my usual disclaimer, I am a Jeep enthusiast. I love all things Jeep CJ. I don't claim to be an expert. I just try to share what I know for fun. So give me your thoughts, give me your comments on why they changed this tire stop from the shorter flat piece to the longer piece. Now, let's talk about why a purist wouldn't like my Jeep and what I had to do. So I've had this Jeep since 1988. It was a 1980 model CJ, and you're looking at about a 20-year restoration. We'll go over some other things of why a purist wouldn't like this as a pure survivor in another video when I can get the Jeep outside. But when I bought the Jeep, as typical in the 80s, you know, the paint was fair, scratches, fading, and rust. So we had rust all back here, which is very common for the CJ. So when I did my restoration, I had to replace the panels on the right side and both the left-hand side. I ordered the panels, they were put on. You know, I think the paint and body guy did a great job because again, this is a 20-year restoration. What I didn't know and didn't think about was when you bought the panel, they were pre-drilled for the lower location of the tire stop. My guess is that this was simply a fact of production and cost. If they're going to stamp a piece of metal that would fit all of them, let's just do it in the style of the 81 and up, because it really didn't matter for the 1980. So if you're looking at my Jeep and you're walking around and this is a 1980 model, you would notice, hey, the tire stop is actually below where it should. It should be up here from the factory. The other thing, of course, mine is chrome. I have no knowledge that they ever came chrome from the factory. This was a piece I ordered years ago, probably from Kentrell or somebody like that. So the purist would know and might not appreciate the fact that I have a 1980 body. It has the 1980 side marker light. It has the correct tail light without a side marker here, but the location of the tire stop is lower. It should be up here. Does that make my Jeep any less fun to drive? No. Does it provide me any less enjoyment? No. This is actually something I just thought of recently when I started looking at Jeeps and noticed that they changed this tire stop between 80 and 81. So when you're out looking at Jeeps, you know, and you're trying to identify the body, what it is, that's another thing that you can look for. Of course, we talked about the side marker lights from 76 to 80, and then they were eliminated and moved back here, 81 and up. You could also look at the tire stop, but it may simply mean this panel is replaced. The only instance where I think this would come into play if somebody is advertising and marketing their Jeep as a pure original survivor and you ran into a situation like this. But when somebody has to repair this rear piece because of rust, which CJs are known for, they most likely will get a panel that will have the tire stop located in the lower location. If you know why this tire stop was changed as far as the dimensions of it, again, I think it's because of the way the tire swung out. But if you have knowledge of a different reason, I'd love to hear about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Live intentional, be particular, and keep on Jeeping.